Hello, everyone. The other day, the Zoom meeting recording was too long, so it automatically deleted, so no one was able to view that. So I'm going to do a quick recording for those that still need to maybe listen to the directions or get some information about this week's or the next 2 weeks' assignments. I'm going to share the screen real quick, and then we'll get started. Okay, I'm going to go into the folder for the assignments and just go through that first and second assignment with you. You'll notice that the collaboration instructions, this assignment can be completed collaboratively in a small group if there are students enrolled in my class or Dr. Hanzlichek's course that are assigned to your school, no more than 3. This assignment can also be completed independently if needed or preferred. The first assignment is the Collaborative Inquiry PLC article review and survey assignment. What you need to do first is read the article entitled Building a Professional Learning Community in Schools. That's located in the Documents folder down below. Just a real quick refresher, if you're trying to get into a folder, you need to click on the arrow to the left, and you can access the documents at that point. Once you've read the article, there's just a note here about several other resources that you can access and learn more about professional learning communities if you would like to at this point in time or later on. They're great resources and contain lots of information that's really valuable. So once you've read the article, you'll open up the professional learning survey exercise and you will complete that. Prior to, you'll notice in the articles you'll learn about, there'll be examples of each of the categories that you're going to be rating on a 1 to 6 rating scale. And then you'll need to also, to the right, provide, on that survey, provide evidence of why, like if you're at a 4, if you rated yourself as at a 4, what's the evidence that proves that or shows that? If you're at a 1, what is some of the evidence that proves that you're maybe not where you need to be if you're deficient, which is fine. But you do need to prove or put one piece of evidence in each row. Then if you have any questions about that particular area, you can type that into the box as well. That's not required. That's just something you can do if you do have a question about that targeted area. Once you're done with that, you will need to post that or submit it into Moodle. If you're doing that with a group, each of you needs to make sure that you submit it into Moodle. The second part is the data-driven dialogue assignment and the protocol activity. I'm taping. That's okay. Give me like 5 minutes. The first thing that you need to do is go in and you will listen and watch the YouTube video called Data Driven Dialogue with Laura McAllister. There are a couple bullets here. The first one, you don't have to watch the whole video. You'll start that at 32:52 and stop at 44, and she'll take you through the different steps of data driven dialogue. And then she'll provide you with a simulation of data as well, and that starts at 54:40 and stops at 107:07. Please be prepared. There will be some buffering in parts of the video. It's a recording, so there's nothing you can do about it. You won't miss any of the information. It just kind of pauses for a few moments and then it moves on in a few places. So just be patient with it. The information is valuable, and didn't feel like it was necessary to eliminate the video just because of that, because the information is really good. So once you're done going through the videos and you become familiar with the process, you will start doing and going through data-driven dialogue with a group of people. So what you'll do is you'll pull together a group of educators in your school. There's some examples of who those might be representative of. And you will take them through the data-driven dialogue process using one of the academic related data you would like to examine. So you might be looking at DIBELS Next, NWA MAP, it might be state assessment data from last year. Hopefully you can use timely data, but if not, and use one piece of data. Don't pull in too many pieces of data. Actually, I just recommend one. Otherwise, it gets a bit overwhelming, especially the first time that you go through the process with a group. As the task is completed, one thing you need to do is make sure that there's somebody in the group that will be designated as the recorder, meaning they'll write down all the information into the form as you're facilitating the meeting. This doesn't mean to videotape. This just means they're recording information into the form that you're going to submit into Moodle. That form is called the DDD Facilitator Protocol form, and it is something that you'll be placing responses into that form as you go through the steps of the process. One other form that you will want to pull up and print off for each member of your group that's participating is called the Personal Reflection Form. This is something that will be completed by each member of the group as you're going through the process. You'll find that as you go through the steps, the first thing that you do is have members individually reflect and respond to some information, and then you come together as a group, and in a round table format, they share out that information, and that is when the recorder will type their responses into the form, the facilitator protocol form. Again, that's the one that you will be submitting for a grade. Again, once you've gone through the process, you'll submit that into Moodle, and you'll be good to go. You'll notice at the bottom of that protocol form, there are two optional sections. In a real life situation, if you were doing this and you do it in the future, I would highly recommend that you go through and create an action plan and do some reflection with your group. But in the essence of time, and I know that we're all strapped for time this time of year, I'm not going to require that you fill that out. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome to, but are not required. That's really it for the 2 assignments. If you do have any questions, feel free to contact me or Dr. Hanzlacek. It's kind of a complex assignment, and sometimes questions do arise, so don't hesitate to email us or call us or text us, and we'll help you as quickly as we can. You do have 2 weeks to complete the assignment, so that should give you enough time to arrange a time to get with a group or in your building to go through the process and meet to go through it as well. Thanks so much.